Hey Bayla, it is not Sunday, it's Monday, and I'm very stressed out. I was going to read you a story. I still might read you a story that I wrote based on my learnings of Buddhist philosophy, which I think is a pretty fun, it's a cute story. It's nice, it's short, it's like 300 words, perfect for one of these videos. But I'm just so stressed out, and there's so much I have to do today, and I just feel like I have no time. And I also just ripped apart my credit card, my debit card, because it's literally laying there in like two pieces because I fell for a scam. I didn't fall for a scam, but I almost fell for a scam. So I ripped up the debit card just to be safe, had it canceled, and here we are. Gonna have to wait for a new debit card to come in. But that's okay, because it is. I want to talk about some good news as well, because I'm not gonna just rant to you about my stressful life. I am doing exceedingly well with my LSAT studies. I'm getting all these logic questions right now. I feel like if I took the LSAT today or tomorrow, I could already get a 160, which is an insanely good score, but I'm not gonna be satisfied until I get that 170 and until a bunch of Ivy League schools apply to me and I don't let them in, because that's what a winner does. And geez, what else could I tell you? This is gonna be a real free, gonna be a real flow of consciousness video. You know what I mean? You know what? Let's get that story going after all. How about that? How about we read you that story? Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna see if I could do this entire video in just like one take, no cuts, just because I'm on a bit of a time crunch. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? The lion's face. Here we go. All right. This story is called The Lion's Face. It is based on Buddhist teachings and my personal experience with those Buddhist teachings. And, well, let's just begin. Once there was an old woman who lived in a cottage on the mountain. She had lost 2 children in her lifetime, a daughter to plague and a son to war. She did not often leave the mountain. One day, the old woman ran out of wheat with which to make bread to eat. She gathered what was left of her food and water and started down the mountain. Halfway down the mountain, the old woman took a wrong turn and did not realize her mistake until she came across the jagged rocks. From the jagged rocks before her emerged the stone-gray face of a mountain lion, its teeth bared, its whiskers narrowed, and its eyes filled with sickness and bloodshed. The old woman cowered before the lion's face and hid her head in her hands. Try saying that 5 times fast. There she stood, trembling before the jagged face of her predator. And there she stayed, unharmed by the vicious lion's face. Eventually, the woman gathered her courage and glimpsed through her fingers. The lion's face remained, but hadn't moved since she'd come upon it. As she walked past the stone-still lion, she saw that the face had no body. In her startled state, she hadn't noticed the way the rocks curved into sharp teeth, or that the short stones resembled whiskers, or even how 2 blackened stones atop the jagged rock's fissures seemed to stare at her, filled with sickness and bloodshed. As the woman continued on her path, she paused to look back on the lion's face. From past the jagged rocks, teeth became jewels, whiskers became diamonds, and 2 blackened stones looked on with love and understanding. The woman chuckled and was on her way. Anyway, let me know what you think. I kind of want to tell you what I was like meaning when I wrote it, although I think it's also pretty clear and you can figure it out for yourself. So maybe I'll just end there. I mean, I will say the theme is really just the like, bad things are going to happen to you, and no matter how bad they are, no matter how bad you think it's going to get, you can get through it, and eventually you will reach a place where the things that happen to you still hurt you, but you understand that it was all part of this cosmic joke, and it doesn't mean that you should stop playing this beautiful game that we have an opportunity to play, and that game is called life. Now, okay. This is already 4-minute video, so we're already kind of past the finish line, I'd say. But I want to talk about one more interesting thing that's going on in my life. Bro, I just realized I might be the only Jew alive who talks faster than Ben Shapiro. Well, at my best. I don't know if I'm doing that now. But anyway, I have been talking to our dear brother, Osher, over the phone about a lot of economic theory. And I've just found it super interesting. And I guess that I don't want to tell you about his standpoints because I'm not him and there's a chance I can misrepresent him accidentally, so I won't. But what I will encourage you to do is ask him about like the conversations we've been having if you're interested. I know, Bayla, you talk to all of us siblings every now and then anyway. So yeah, just asking about what we've been talking about. I think that the two of you would find it very interesting. And yeah, like on a philosophical and an economic and a social level, it's just super duper fascinating conversation. I would encourage you to take part in it. And well, since I know you're watching too, hi mom. How you doing? This doesn't feel like a good way to end a video. I need to like find some transition, but I do want to do this in one take. All right, you know what? I think I figured out my, how I'm gonna end this video. Oh, this is backwards because it's mirrored. It says, right on this wall only. Okay, so actually this isn't gonna all be in one take because I felt really bad about it because I know the people who work here, so I'm going to be actually doing the right thing. Plot twist. Okay, you're all better. Mwah.